You have a story to tell.
Yeah.
The non-believer here. I'm wearing a hat because, see,
yeah,
camping hair day. Yeah.
This, basically, leading up to this, if you notice the last couple of episodes, I almost want to apologize for this. I've been doing a lot of trolling of paranormal activity. Dawn is really into all the ghost shows, Ghost Adventurers, Ghost Hunters.
Well, Ghost Hunters is now Ghost Nation.
And Ghost Nation.
But the problem is, I can't watch any of my shows. I'm really upset.
That aside, we didn't have to watch because we kind of lived the show. Basically,
careful who you troll.
Yeah, you know what? Let's get the main title out of the way, then we'll talk about this. Cue main title. All right. So, this episode, we went to Virginia City.
I love Virginia City. It is the neatest town. It's like an alive ghost town because there's people working and living.
That's kind of a weird way to put it.
Well, yeah, it's a living ghost town. I mean, literally, because people are still living there. There's people still. There's shops, activities.
Yeah.
It's really, really a neat town, though.
So, and I kept. You know, Dawn watches the shows and she loves the shows. I watch the shows to make fun of them. And the whole, what was that thing? Yeah. That kind of came back to...
I watched the show so much that I almost applied for a job at Zach's museum in Las Vegas.
But mind you, pardon the pun, that what was that line came back to haunt me.
Literally.
I know, I can't stop it. Literally. I can't stop it. Anyway, so in this episode, we start the day off just kind of touring the town, doing all the tourist things. We pick up our tickets to the Old Washoe Club tour, and we wander around a bit. We come back for the tour. I'm not going to show you the entire tour because the entire tour is almost a full hour.
Yep.
Now, I had my GoPro running.
Your Ghost Pro?
My Ghost Pro running almost the entire time. In fact, it was on all the time while the actual guided tour was going on. So I'm not going to show you the whole tour, but I am going to show you some very specific spots where either the tour guide was kind of talking.
Shout out to Carl. You're an amazing tour guide.
Oh my gosh,
I
yes,
love
awesome.
Your book. I mean, I couldn't put it down, Carl. It was awesome.
Yeah, so I was basically, I'll show a little bit about what he says that's pertinent to what we saw. I'm also going to interject some footage of me as I was reviewing the video and suddenly I discovered something. I will show you the video of that, so it's going to be kind of out of sequence.
Get to the video.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start the day off. And here we go, walking down Main Street. Well, we are walking Virginia City. We just got in here. Of course, not a whole lot of parking available. There we go, I think that's... Yeah, so, gotta find that ghost tour. Alright, so let's take a look and see what we got. Found a hat that fits you.
Huh?
Finally found a hat that fits you.
I finally found a hat! house is supposed to be very haunted.
Yeah, but so far I haven't seen a ghost.
That you know of.
That's true. I haven't looked at all the footage. I might have to cut into the video to do the what was that. I mean, I didn't see it while I was there, so you can't do what was that if you don't see it while you're there. But I can always cut in later and do a what was that. Maybe if I show the window, something will be peeking through at us when I look back in the footage. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That
oh
would
my
be
God,
cool.
that would be so awesome.
That'd be
We're
cool.
looking, we were kind of talking to the camera, and we got this window behind us, and we get some creepy face in the window.
And you're not going to VGA anything.
Would I do special photography to put something in?
Yes, you would.
Yeah, guilty, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so that's about it.
My name is Katie, and I'm going to be your guys' tour guide today. And just so you guys know, I love to laugh, so I'm going to be telling a bunch of terrible jokes on the tour. You guys are actually standing in the 5th most haunted place in Nevada. You were on Ghost Adventures and the Dead Files. Have you guys seen some of those?
Oh,
Yeah? Awesome, so you guys are interested in the paranormal. But yeah, this is a young Johnny Depp. He was actually up here in Virginia City back in 1995. He was filming his movie Dead Man. And while he was here, he had the privilege of staying upstairs in Mr. Mackey's room. Yeah, he planned to stay for the entire filming process, but he only lasted a few nights. Because the last night he was here, he woke up to a little girl jumping on his bed in the middle of the night. But once he gained his bearings and woke up all the way, she just vanished into thin air and couldn't find her anywhere. He searched the whole house for her, couldn't find her, or anyone else for that matter. So he decided to pack his things, took off, and vowed never to come back here again.
This is the room. Johnny Depp had stayed in this room and was woke up in the middle of the night by a little girl jumping on the bed. And when he fully became awake, there was nothing there. There was nothing there. I'm sure he probably said, what was that? Oh my gosh, here's a little girl's room. Creepy dolls. Oh my God. Oh, and if it's not bad enough, you get a creepy nun doll. Oh, and if that's not creepy, that should give you nightmares. There's the mirror and a gold leaf toilet. So it was adjoining rooms for Mr. Mackey and Mrs. Mackey. Wow. I'm not going to so let's see if anybody shows up in the mirrors. Anybody show up? I don't hear anything. No. More freaky, scary stairs. Yeah.
There's some stairs.
Another mirror. Pram under the stair. Creepy old lady. And a dining room. This dining room had welcomed such people as Ulysses S. Grant, Thomas Edison. Who else was
Graham
part
Bell.
of it? Alexander Graham Bell. Ahoy. At least that's what we would be answering the phone if he had his way. Like I said, I'm an interested skeptic. And I have to admit, I got hair standing up on the back of my neck. I feel some weird stuff. I don't know. Don, what did you think?
Oh, they're messing with me. Especially when I came down the first flight of stairs. I got a dizzy spell for a split second. It's like, I'll knock it off and it was gone. So, I'm good.
Like I said, if I review this footage and I see a face staring back at me, it's going to be really creepy. Let me get it right in, just in case I find something that's really bizarre. Here we go. What was that? I turned around and nothing was there. Okay, I got it done, so now in case that happens, I can just plug that in. Okay. Usually we'll do weddings here. If you can imagine. Hurry back. Hurry back. Don't forget to bring your death certificate. You'll finish the rest. Very cool though, very cool. Now this gazebo out here actually covers one of the mine shafts that goes down deep underground. It was a mine first, then the house was built in proximity for the mine, and now I guess for safety's sake they covered it up with a gazebo. So another view of the Mackey mansion. That is something.
The window on the left.
All right, let's head on up.
Anybody watch Ghost Adventures? Oh, I like this group already. The Ghost Adventures, they were here 2 years ago. They filmed up here for the third and final time. It is called The Final Chapter of the Washoe Club. Did anybody see that? Well, I'm on it. You gotta watch me. I did it with them. We got a lot of good stuff up here. If it wasn't for this building, you may never heard of the Ghost Adventures. This is where they got their start back in 2004. Third floor, he rented out to the miners. These miners were the highest paid miners in the world. They were getting $4 a day. Most of your miners were getting 80 cents a day. But there was a catch. The fatality rate was much higher here due to explosions, cave-ins, and poison gas. So they didn't live long enough to spend their money. This is why our third floor is the most haunted. A lot of those miners are still up there. We're gonna save that for last. Alright guys, I'm gonna show you the crypt. Take a good look at the crypt and then I'll tell you all about tales from the crypt. Let's go look at the crypt, follow me.
I can figure out how to do this.
Alright, go in that room please when you're done looking at the crypt and stuff right to your left.
All right, I'm in the middle of editing this sequence and I've come across a fifth phenomenon. This is an EVP, electronic voice phenomenon. We were basically getting ready to go look at the crypt. Now he will explain in a minute what the crypt is, but there was a lot of bodies that were stored in this room in the Washoe. As I'm walking and looking down into the crypt, you hear a very guttural sound and some really weird, deep guttural breathing. And as I'm pulling back and moving away, you hear a voice that is unlike anybody that has been on that tour. It's a very dark, very deep, guttural voice. I don't know exactly what it says. If you can figure it out, please let me know. I'm going to do an enhancement on it as well. So listen very carefully right here. It kind of sounds like they're saying like a name. So that's basically it. Now let me know what you think. Anyways, moving on.
Hi guys, I gotta tell you all about the crypt. That there is a torture chamber for unruly tourists. from the state of South Dakota. Said she you're in big trouble. No, I'm kidding. It's not a torture chamber. We actually call that the crypt for good reason. From the 1800s to 1927, the grounds here in Virginia City would freeze up during the winter time like cement. You could not dig. So when people died, they had to store the bodies somewhere until the grounds thawed out. Where do you think they stored the bodies?
Down
In the crypt. 1874, we had a typhoid epidemic. A lot of people died, the grounds froze up, so they put 77 bodies down there, stacked them up in pine boxes. The morgue overflowed with bodies. They had nowhere else to put them. That was a good place. I'm going to take y'all inside the crypt later on. Welcome to the ballroom. This is where the Ghost Adventures became famous. This is where they filmed a full-body apparition walking across the floor. From right where this X is all the way to this entranceway. This ghost lasted for 7 full seconds. The Travel Channel saw the ghost and said, we want you guys immediately. This is where they got their start back in 2004. All right, follow me guys, we're going right through here. Watch your step.
Okay, I have to do it. What was that?
I heard that.
I can't.
Okay, I have a real what was that moment. I'm going through the Washoe Club video,
I can't believe you caught something.
and as I'm going through a room, I'm kind of doing a fast pan. When you see it, nothing really looks like that.
No.
I am showing you a frame at a time what we saw. There is a face in just a blacked out hole in the wall.
Yeah.
And in a mirror, you're looking at a door that at the end of the pan, the doorway is empty. There's nothing was there. I can honestly say nothing was there. But as I'm panning, there is something that appears in the doorway. There's like something in the doorway, and as that thing appears in the doorway, a face appears in this hole in the wall.
Above it's on a table.
Like a table is on its side.
On its side.
And then as you continue, the face pulls back.
Yeah.
It's like the face, like they're pulling, the face
Like
pulls
it's
back.
pulling back from the doorway.
And
Or
then
from the
you
hole.
see the doorway, and there's nothing in the doorway. Okay, I had to throw this in there because I got chills and goosebumps and hair standing up on end.
And this is the person who did not believe at all. Okay? I'm telling you.
That's creepy. That's really creepy. Let's keep going on the show.
Are you ready to see a ghost?
Yeah.
Yes! I think you're all scared. That's what it is. Come on, you want to see a ghost? But I gotta tell you what happened 7 years ago. There was a lady on my tour. Her name was Miranda. She was taking pictures in this room. She was doing a selfie. Y'all know what a selfie is, right?
Yeah.
I was standing right over there and I watched her walk in. I watched her take this picture. One of you is standing right where the ghost was. You're going to have nightmares. And I was standing right over there. Miranda, she walked in. She took a selfie right about here. The ghost was right where you are standing. Wait till you see this ghost. We think this ghost is a lady from the 1800s. She has no eyeballs, no flesh on her face. You ready to see this? I've been doing this for 30 years. This is in my top 5 out of 1 million pictures. Her and I were the only 2 people in the room. There was nobody else in the room and this thing showed up. Freaked me out. All right, there's Miranda. You see the girl in the front? That's our girl. Took the picture. You see Miranda. She's our girl. We're gonna blow it up. And there is our, well, maybe not. These ghosts mess with them sometimes. There's our ghost. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that cool? Oh, I'll never forget this picture.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of detail in that picture. A lot of detail. All right, there's. Welcome to the suicide room. This is Scotty's room. Scotty used to be a bartender here at the Washoe Club. Scotty lived in this room by himself for 11 years. And in 1982, Scotty shot and killed himself in this room. All right, you ready to go see Annabelle?
Yeah.
She's 150 years old.
Yes.
She's also very creepy. Let's go see Annabelle. Follow me, we're going right through here.
All right, I don't think I'm going to get any sleep tonight. I'm going through the video. I'm in a little bit further on into this. We're getting ready to leave this one room. That was the suicide room. A gentleman committed suicide in this room. Now, there's a room adjacent that was totally dark in there. As I'm panning around again, you see like a ghostly figure in there as I'm panning. There's a picture on the wall of a creepy little girl. And as I'm panning, I'm walking. At first I thought maybe it was just a light in there, but we later discovered there was no light in that room. Dawn holds her phone up. You can still see, it looks like there's something in there behind the door jamb. I look at the photo on the wall, or the picture on the wall, and as I come back, if I go a frame at a time, as it starts to come into view, it looks like a shoulder and a head, and I'm just pivoting. So if it was light on a wall, if I'm pivoting, you should still see that light on the wall, but it looks like it is ducking behind the door jamb. And then after a few frames, it's completely dark in there. There's no light whatsoever. Few people pass in front, but it's totally dark in that room. Okay, once again, what was that? And I turn around and no, there was something there though, but it moved out of frame. So, wow. Okay, moving on.
This here's Annabelle. We brought this doll up for Ella because Ella recognizes the doll. Ella was alive when this doll was made back in 1870. And yes, she does rock her doll. Now I do want to tell you about our most famous ghost here at the Washoe Club. We call her Lena the Blue Lady. Lena used to wear a beautiful blue Victorian dress, and Lena hung around up here in this building back in the late 1800s. One night she was up here with a man and he slit her throat and he killed her. Well, she's still here today because she's been seen up here by so many people. And I'm going to take you downstairs later on and show you the ghost of Lena.
Is that you that just went to?
Alright guys, this here is our famous spiral staircase. This was built exclusively for the Millionaires Club members so they had a shortcut to the second floor. Now he built this with no nails, no screws. All he used was wooden dowels and glue. That is it. Now it has been repaired since then. He's added a few screws, but he didn't use any. Now 11 years ago, we took a picture of this mirror and got a reflection of Lena the Blue Lady walking up her staircase. Let's go see the ghost of Lena. You're alone, Miss Lena. You can see Lena, her blue hair, her blue dress, her 5 toes on her foot. Now she is walking up or down the staircase. She recognizes the staircase because she was alive when it was built back in 1876. This is Lena right here, the blue mist. She's trying to transform herself and come together, or she's disappearing.
He's a believer.
Okay. The tour guide talks about this woman in blue that was murdered, and we're looking at the spiral staircase. Now, I showed a view up the staircase, and then I saw the view through like the mirror, and then I come back to the mirror, and there's this blue image that looks kind of human shaped on the staircase in the mirror.
Yeah, you don't see it when you look up the staircase, but when you look in the mirror, looking head, shoulders, she's like...
What was that?
Like she's sitting...
I'm sorry.
It's almost like she's sitting on the stairs.
I'm trying to see if I can tell if it's anything.
I'm just wondering if it's light coming in
I
through
wonder if
here.
it's a light coming there, but what's
But
it
I don't
reflecting against? If it's light coming through there, what's it reflecting against up above? It's not. Oh, it's a window that's tilted. Maybe that could be it. Hold on, let me back up again. I see now there's a window that's tilted.
Yeah.
But okay, the window that's tilted, but how does
why
that
the
explain
shape?
this?
Yeah. How does it explain the
How
shape
does
of
it
the
explain
body?
the shape? I see the window now, but it doesn't explain the shape.
That's what I'm saying.
And now he's tapping the mirror. Okay, yeah, go right ahead. Just okay. So I don't know if this is something I'm hoping that I can reach out to this guy, have him watch our video when it posts, and see if we can't debunk or confirm we got something.
I don't think... Did you even notice you had her in the
I had
mirror?
no, not at all.
Hi, welcome to the crypt. This is where they stored the bodies. Mainly because it stays cold in here year round. We are actually 30 feet underground on a hillside. And right above us there is Scotty's room, and I can't tell you how many times we've heard Scotty walking back and forth up there. Now you can spend the night up there. We had 6 adults. They were going to spend the night up there, and they lasted for 1 hour and ran out of here. I asked them, well, what happened? They said up on the 3rd floor they were hearing growls. Now, I've been up there many a nights from midnight till 3 in the morning is the most active. We get lots of activity at that time. It is like a ghost party house up there.
Okay, so we're going to end this video here. Just want to reiterate, there was no altering of footage. I know a lot of my students are thinking, Mr. New, you know how to do all sorts of cool video tricks. There were no video tricks here, guys.
Right.
This was all what came out of the camera. There was nothing special out of it.
Not even... some people understand it, some people don't. I'm what's known as a sensitive. And I was
I'm what's known
affected as a skeptic.
As a interested skeptic.
I don't know about interested. Make fun of skeptic. But I had some things that happened while I was there.
Trolling skeptic? No, go ahead.
Yeah. That I had felt. Now, I didn't see anything either. But I hope you enjoy what we caught, because
Yeah,
it is real.
absolutely.
There's no way we would have posted this if it wasn't. No way whatsoever.
She wouldn't let me.
No.
I probably would have. She wouldn't let me.
Yeah, she would have trolled you guys. He would have trolled you guys. I wouldn't. I would have said, don't troll, because
So yeah,
like,
but
you
that's...
can't. Don't mess with it.
So make sure you hit that subscription button.
Yep.
Subscribe. We need subscribers. Any dearly departed paranormal people, have them get an account and subscribe. I know.
Troll!
I can't stop. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're next.
This is what I live with. I get trolled no matter
Oh
what
my
I
gosh.
do.
Okay.
Seriously.
So you're supposed to tell them to hit what?
Hit that bell, because the next time we post,
Sundays
he
at
could be
2.
a ghost by then.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Sundays at 2.
Sundays at 2 o'clock.
And give us a thumbs up. I hope you like it, but give us a thumbs up. And we will definitely see you in the next episode. Safe travels.
Cilantro.